Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome on board. Welcome to Bitter Truth with Maddie Kenzie. Share. You can see the topic is about ongoing issue with prophets. Genesis. Share. You're welcome all on board. Share. One minute. Share. Good evening, all. How you doing? Good evening. Please share. Invite friends to watch. Bitter truth, we are not supporting anybody. We are just saying it the way it is. But my headline is, we all have been on Facebook. Some of us don't know what is really happening. But some that is familiar with the case, Prophet Genesis is a man of God, which I respect him so much. I love his way and I share his posts. But this issue has been going on for like a week now or 2 weeks now. And everybody is just saying his or her own opinion. So I'm going to say mine and what I feel about it. And I think we should not look pastor or prophet as our God. They are human as well. So if you look at your pastor as your God, then you take things personal and you act in a personal way. Tonight, the Facebook has been on fire. Like, when I say fire, it's really on fire. Pastor, Prophet Oladele is a very good man. He's a young man. He's gifted. He has the wisdom. He has the gift. He has been blessed and he has been blessing so many lives. And a lot of people have benefit from him, people back home. And those of us who have opportunities to watch his shows, his live service, we see the way he operates. But lately, things has been coming up on Facebook from the people that said he's their spiritual father. He's the one they see as a godsend to their life. And they feel hurt by the information that was out. Let me say something. If you call somebody your spiritual father, if something happens, you don't take it personal. You wait, you investigate, you find out the truth. Because if you don't find out the truth, you yourself, you'll be misled by your action. Which I think the lady in question, she went too far. The reason why I say she went too far is that pastor, man of God, is not your father. He's not your father in the sense that you carry him on your head so much that wherever you see is like, oh, because he's a God, you look at the pastor as your God. How will I put it? You look at him as God. So because he's your God, whatever thing they say he's you, that means he's leading people into sin. Because it's true, a man of God should be showing good example. But sometimes don't forget that man of God, temptation come their way. And when temptation come their way, if you as a member, if you are not strong in faith, you'll be backslid by the way the scandal will go, which is what is happening right now. I think I would say, Sister Bukky, I want to shed light into what you say today. We all watch you online. You said he's a scammer. Prophet is a scammer. He's this, is that. Fine. He's a scammer. Have you forgotten when you were in distress that the only person you could say was same pastor, the same him that you say, oh, Genesis is my savior. Genesis did not allow me to commit suicide. Genesis is heaven and earth. Genesis is a real man of God. God is using him. God is this, God is that. The praises you sing about him make a lot of people to love him, because you said Genesis is the real man of God, and you kind of bring out a lot of proof to show the world that he is a good man. You make the world to understand that this man is a good man. Now it went sour in between you and him, because maybe in what, sorry to use this word, it looks like you're too personal. If you're going to church and you're looking for vision, if you don't see the vision, you might slow down in the way. But this one, I would say, you went there for protection because of the situation you were in as of the time. Some of us were unfortunate to be on Facebook when all this is going on. I remember then when Sister Bukky and you were having issue, and you wrote some lists that those are the list of people somebody sent you to kill them, about 28 lists. And everybody will see you then like you're a devil, you're this, you're that. So with that list, you were getting an attack from different people. Everywhere was hot on you. Everybody was attacking you. Everybody was seeing you as a devil. You're wicked, you're this, you're that. So that time, the Facebook was not a soft ground for you at all. So the only place you could go to is to go close to God and embrace God, which is very good, because nobody is perfect. Even a sinner, when you go to the house of God, you feel safe. Okay? You feel safe. And for you to go to the man of God and see him as your savior, as your helper, then it's okay. It's allowed. But the same man that you run to, that you see him as a savior, as your man of God, as the God, somebody that God have sent to your life to repair your life. Because I would say that time your life looked like it's upside down because of the way it went wrong by yourself. Because I would say by yourself, because you try to destroy your life by yourself. Facebook is a place that if you see something you don't like, you walk out of it. You don't comment. Even if you go to the guard, they will tell you if something is affecting you and you don't want to contribute to whatever thing that is going, the best thing you walk away from it. But you decided to bring that problem upon yourself then, because those issues that was going on, to be honest, is not even none of your business. Do you understand? It's none of your business. And you brought that problem onto yourself, and you went as far to write lists of people who did not physically offend you, who did not physically attack you, who did not physically did anything wrong to you. You took them to Abalis according to the list then. Those people who still remember the case is still it's old now, but like things, I'm just making reference to that because of what is happening now. So when all those things was happening, when you brought this pastor and you were kind of like, oh, is this, is that, and the man embraced you. You even went as far to change your name on Facebook to Olua Bukola Genesis, because the church name is Genesis, JC. That's where your comfort is. That's where your happiness. You don't care if anybody that love you should join you to service there, to go online. You were saying all sorts of things for people to see that the man is a true man of God. A lot of people went there and they find out true that this Genesis man is a good man, a man of God. He don't need to know you. He solve people's problem. He come online, he preach, and he's not asking for money from anybody. So you were with him. According to you, you said the man want to buy instrument for the church. Sorry, good evening all. You said the man want to buy instrument for the church. He sent you a picture. You took your money and buy the instrument. My sister, everybody go to church. If you are too attached to a church and you said that is where you worship, if you decide to sow into a church, it's not a personal use for the man of God. It's church that you sow into. You're not forced to sow into the church. It's your choice to sow into the church. You understand? So if you sow into the church, it's your own choice to sow a seed. Maybe you think you're looking upon God to do something for you and you decided to buy instrument for the church. There is no point saying that the church is a scam, is this, is that. My dear sister, you're going too far. Because the man didn't force you to buy it. You said it, that the man said, oh, I want to buy this microphone. Yeah, I need it for church. In Nigeria, we don't have good one. Oh, can you help me to check the price? He said, Daddy, don't worry, I'll buy it. So if Daddy said, don't worry, I'll buy it, and Daddy now send you the picture, and you went far to check for it, and you said, Daddy, don't worry, I'll pay for it. You're doing it for the house of God. You're not doing it for the man. You're not doing it for the prophet. So you should not take it as if the prophet scammed you, because it's willingly you decide that you want to sow a seed to the ministry. And you get, it's two different things apart, because you're taking it too personal. You're taking it like, oh, the man of God is a scam. He scammed you. He didn't scam you, because it's your wish to buy it for the house of God. So that's number one. Number two, you said that the man of God said his last child, I don't know if it is last son or that he wants you to be the godfather, the godmother. Sorry. Let me tell you, I don't know, maybe you're familiar, like when I was in Nigeria, if a man of God take you as a daughter, they can jokingly even joke with you with so many things. Oh, you are a godmother to this. They have a lot of godmother. If you don't know how it operates, like if you're familiar with church, you go to church very well. Maybe it's because you're in Europe, you're looking at it from a different angle. If you're like people call the pastor, the prophet back home, daddy. If you're familiar with daddy, the mommy can say, oh, this is your goddaughter. They always say that. It doesn't mean that they have only one godmother, goddaughter. Just the way we are in Europe, that if you have a goddaughter, you only want to be a goddaughter to it. You are a goddaughter to every that particular daughter of man of God is a goddaughter to every member, every mother in the church. The daughter of your pastor or your prophet is still as well a daughter to every mother, every woman in that church. So if you're taking it personal because they say you're a godmother to the child, and at the end of the day, another person is celebrating the child, saying, oh, my God's daughter, my God is, and you feel offended by that, you went too far. Because you should not take it personal. It's just like the church I'm going now. The nun say, sister, come for your godmother. This child I'm going to give you, you're going to be the godmother. And another day I find out that another person say, oh, my goddaughter. Why will I take it personal? The man of God is like a father to the whole member of the church. He's fathering all of us. His wife is the same thing. So I won't take that as a personal issue that they have already told me that. Sorry, I'm not seeing comment too. I'm not saying anything. Good evening. So if you're taking it personal, that means you have personal problem with the man of God. That's number 2 points. Number 3 points, you said that the people you introduced to the church, that you brought to the church, that you say, you need to come to this church, they are good. Like Akpeke, one of the lady you mentioned her name, that she's looking for the fruit of the womb. Fine. If she's looking for the fruit of the womb and the man has said, I pray for you, if you are looking for this, try and sow into the house of God. We don't know how far that's true. If he actually told the girl to go and buy a trailer of cement because the other person did not come out to defend herself. You have just said it, that she said, go and buy a trailer of cement. If he said, go and buy a trailer of cement, most of the man of God, when they pray for you, they say, go to the church, go and sow a seed. If you want God to do something tangible for you, go and sow a seed. Do something tangible. Challenge God. If you can afford to buy a trailer of cement to challenge your God for God to answer you, depends on how you feel about it. Depends on how you are capable to do that. Because they are not forcing you to do it. It's your will to do that. You see, we Christianity, we carry Christianity too much on our mind. That's why we feel hot. We have Muslim. The problem we are having as a Christian, a lot of Muslims out there, they are not having that problem. Because the way we carry the Christian on our head, we do it like a personal business. And that's why we feel hot when it happens. Because you're taking upon yourself like, it's my duty to do this, or you want to be noticed. Let me tell you, in a church, if they have 500 followers, they have the best member, the good member who carry the work of the house of God work on their head. Maybe like thousands of them who are doing the same thing you're doing. They can, the microphone you buy, another person can still buy it. So thousands of people are doing the same thing you're doing at the same time. It doesn't mean that you are waiting for God to bless you through the man of God. Because whatever thing you sow into the house of God, your blessing comes from God. It doesn't come from the man of God. If you sow a seed from your heart to the church and you're expecting the blessing from the man of God, you're getting it wrong. Because the church you're going to church to serve to serve the man of God. Rather, you're going to serve your God. So it's just God is just using somebody to preach the word. Look at them like God is using this person to say the word for you to know the key of how to talk to your God. Because you are looking at it that, Genesis, he's my God, he's my no. And let me correct you. The problem you have too much, Sister Beauty. Good evening, my darling. You have too much in your heart that you carried, and that's why you're having this problem. You make that church want to be like your personal church, your personal thing, like whatever the man want to do, it should be a personal thing to you. No. Genesis Word is a global church. It's a church that it has a lot of members in abroad, in Africa. The church is a big church. And so you cannot expect you to be in charge or be in control. You have a wife as well. It doesn't matter that through you, you broadcasting, you talk, it's just like somebody meets you now to advertise for him. It doesn't mean that you can control the person's life because you advertise the person's business on your timeline. In that way, he didn't come to you. You search for him. You found him yourself. And you see that, he's in parts in your life. He's making progress for you as of the time. So for you not to get this wrong, and you not come, and you not start saying the pastor is a scammer, he's this, he's sleeping with this, he's sleeping. It's too much. Because you're still a single girl as well, who is still looking for the favor of God to settle down in one way or the other. You're 45 doesn't mean that you cannot get a husband at 45. But there are some things you do to yourself. You cause more damage to yourself, and people will become scared of you. I'm not saying the pastor is right. In most of the things you say, there is a lot of things that is not right there. There is a lot that is not right. Because number one, your hunger, let's be honest, we are watching your hunger was that the pastor went to have interview with SOG, Olowo. And because you look at Olowo as your enemy, you feel that the person you call your spiritual father is whining with your enemy. That's where you get it wrong. Because number one, a pastor, a true man of God does not have a hater or enemy, because you have to be free with everybody. Then, if you're not free with everybody, you are inheriting your member's enemy, and you're trying to change a member to be a better person. And you're saying you're not going to go this place because your member is being blasted from that person. That means you're not a true man of God as well. So with all what you've just said tonight, you honestly, you will lose respect from some people who look at you like, this woman at 45, why is she doing this to herself? Why is she causing damage to herself? I was thinking that because you went to Genesis, you're trying to rebrand yourself from what the world is thinking that you are. Because your name is already inside the mud. And you're kind of trying to rub your name into the mud, the more. You're trying to bring yourself into the mud because the one you did before is, people might, if they start going back, they will see how did you find Genesis? How did you get to know Genesis? It was because you were in problem. And you were looking for a place to shed yourself, to cover yourself out of the shame of what you did. And the same place you shed yourself for 3 years, you are out now to destroy that person. You are out now to destroy. Let's assume that this man did all these things you're saying, that you are hot. But you could have even think that, if I say this, how would people look at me? How would people look at me? Would they even believe me? Because it's same me that brought 28 lists to kill. The same me now that I'm coming now, that the same man of God I said is a good man of God, is the man that helped me when I'm in need, is the one that I see as a spiritual father, is the same man I want to bring down. Do you think people will like you for that? See, everybody that is following you, celebrating, this, let me tell you, sometimes if you are doing something wrong, you see people singing praises for you to go more, to sink more into that thing. People will sing praises for you to go deeper, so that the name, that grace that is upon you, is to turn to zero. They won't tell you the truth. They're watching you to Shama Shesin, Esin, Omako. Because all these things like, sorry, do you need this? You're paying for the bill for church. Do you have to start saying all what you donate to the house of God? Did you do it for the prophet, or you did it because you're saying it? You're not even saying it like, as if, am I even ashamed? Because nobody forced you. It's really, I go there now. Like if the man is doing his online service, I go there to once in a while. If I have time, I will be online too, because I like his preaching. If I now want to go deeper, I cannot start looking for number to call him. And if anything that I say from there, it's me that took myself there. He didn't force you. He didn't force you, for God's sake. So all this thing you're crying, saying online is uncalled for. Because it looks like you want to bring the man of God down. It looks like you have a motive. Because whatever thing that you do, the man did wrong, look at him, that nobody is perfect. He's human, he's not perfect. Then you bati wo gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ, pé kéèyàn máa ṣe bó ṣe ń lọ, èèyàn máa di wèrè sórí Facebook. Èèyàn máa di wèrè sórí Facebook now. Ṣé rò bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe táwọn almost 2 million k viewer 3 million ń wò yín? Tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin fúnra yín ẹ̀ ń wo mercy Ọlọ́run pé kó ṣàánú yín, because as a woman at 45, tí lọ́kàn lé, ẹ dẹ̀ ní ọmọ, ẹ̀ ń wojú Ọlọ́run fún àánú. Sorry to say, except you yourself, you've decided, I don't care. I want to be out there. Any destruction that comes to my life, I'll take it like that. I'm happy the way I am. But which me, I know very well that if you see a good man who will love you genuinely, you want to settle down as a woman. So don't look at it that because you're pushed. And I know you are very temperamental. When you are hot, you'll be boiling. Like tonight, your tooth treks out. You're boiling like hot water. Even people that commented that it doesn't warrant you to come out, you're coming for them. You're embarrassing yourself. You're causing more harm to yourself. You're disgracing yourself. You don't need it. If actually the man treats you bad, why don't you live? If you say you are a born-again Christian, you believe in God, if a man of God hurts you and you believe that what he did to you is wrong, hand over him to God to take control, because God is the one that judges. Every man of God that is hiding under church to use it to scam people, God will judge them according to whatever thing they wish people. Good evening, sis me. God will judge everybody according to whatever they wish other people. If a man of God is scamming women that is their target, that any woman that work hard for themselves, and they will use the privilege of the woman being vulnerable to scam the woman, God will definitely judge them. She will come for me. It's better. You see, me, I'm saying it the way it is. If she watch it, I'm not attacking her, because sometimes we need to tell each other the truth. You see, this Facebook viewer is making some of them to go mad. Sometimes you'll be a nuisance, but you don't know you are a nuisance because of the viewer. You're seeing people watching you. They're commenting. The comments will be pushing you. They will push you to shishe. They will push you to misbehave. They will push you to dirty yourself. They will push you to the extent that your name will be zero if you are not careful. Because most of the people watching you, they are even hiding under fake ID. They are ghosts. Do you understand? And you'll be misled by those people. You'll be misled the way they're like, go on. You're doing it right. From Genesis, I just come out watching. But they won't come out to say all those dirty things that was coming out of your own mouth, because this is the same person that you've changed your son. Do you know how it hurts me seeing you coming out for Genesis? The same man that you change your father's name to his name, that you call him daddy. But let's be. See, the best advice I will give you, if you take Genesis as your dad, as you said, and he hurts you that you are so hurt, why don't you even say, Daddy, because of what you did, I'm hurt. I'm going to go off Facebook. I'm going to go. I will take a break. I don't want to watch this. You hurt my feelings. I respect you as a father. I respect you as somebody that I look up to. You know, what you did, I can't take it, Daddy. Instead of you coming back in a revenge way. And your revenge way is very bad. This your revenge way is like trying to bring the man of God down. Because doing this, and you know the way, like, your story on Facebook is very dirty. Your story on Facebook was not nice at all. A woman that writes list of 28 people that you use your mouth to say, it was mommy, Laura, Michelle, mommy, Loni Pekinko. But still yet, people forgive you. People forget. Because you went under the church, the Genesis, that you will be born again, you give your life to God, everybody forget about what you did, and now you're coming back. You're coming back in a dirty way, more dirtier than what you did to yourself before. More dirtier than where you think you succeed and come out of it like everybody have forget about what happened. If man of God that you call your daddy offend you, which from what you've just narrated to us on Facebook, don't come for me, because anything on Facebook is a public news. Anybody can talk about it. If you don't want it to be a public news, you shouldn't have come to cry out for us to see what Genesis did to you. We are all Christian. So if you carry pastor on your head, whatever thing you see, you should be able to swallow it, because you wouldn't want the name of it. You know, okay, Genesis might have like over 5,000 members. And let's assume now you now go to church that you feel like you're trying to bring him down. ẹ̀yin member ẹ bá mi ṣàdúrà fẹ́ni yìí ẹni tó ń try láti gbé ìjọ Ọlọ́run wálẹ̀. And everybody, every soul there start praying on your head to okay, even the one in pain, the one he has blessed before, they will not start saying prayer on you. My dear, forget. Is either you are right, you're wrong. So no way, one way or the other, the prayer will affect you. It will affect your life. So you don't need to try and bring a man of God down because you want to fight a battle that you fight and you will not win. Okay, let's assume that you fight this battle and you win. Which people? Is it Facebook people that want to rate you that you get the highest score? Or the fake ID that they're watching, are they the one that is going to rate you? Or the people that have respected you, that you've let them down by coming out to disgrace yourself the second time? Or the people that have looked at you that, Sister Bukky J say, I like her. After all what happened to her, she's now a born again. She has given her life to Christ. Thank God for her life. Thank God that God wants to use her now. And now you've changed them to be the other person of Sister Bukky. Not only that, people will be disappointed in you. People will not look at you that what you're doing to yourself, you're causing damage to yourself. You're causing damage to yourself, my sister. If nobody is telling you the truth, if you get carried away by the viewer, and all these things, you're indirectly looking for people to join you to fight Genesis. That's the way I see it. All the people you are calling their name, not the speaker you are calling, this one will handle it. What will you gain? All the people you are now trying to draw their attention and to help you to fight the fight, you're trying to fight man of God. If God did not call him, he's fake. Whatever way you think he is, if he's a fake man of God, if he's a fake prophet, do you have to fight with your flesh to bring him down? Why don't you leave the battle for God and say, God, I cried to this man when I was in pain. I thought his place was the right place for me. Now you've revealed this man to me that he's not the right man of God. God, expose him. Do this to him. On your own quiet time, God will do it. If actually he will do something that his cup will be full. Not you that you said is your spiritual father coming out now to say he's this, he's that, he's sleeping. People that go for counseling, he's sleeping with them in his office. And you said another thing. You said he's a scammer. Wash. He came to London. You see, from what you're saying, sorry to say, it looks that you have a personal interest. He said the wife was jealous. Let me tell you, if you say you are a church member, I'm a pastor, and my husband is a pastor, and you are a single lady out there, I know you're single, you want to settle down as well, and you are too attached to my husband, listen, I won't give you that chance. Because I will look at you that, what is familiar that you want to be familiar with my husband? I will give you attitude. So if the woman is not welcoming you, she will not see your penetration the way you want to penetrate. You are going too far. That's why she didn't welcome you. And all these things are part of your pain. Because you're going to look for favor from God. You shouldn't be looking for the face of the pastor too much. That you want to enter into their private life. That you want to enter into his private issues. I remember your update first was like, if daddy have a son and I ask him and he deny it to me, I will come for him. This is how you started. If he has a son, who are you to start asking him? Because let me tell you, he's a man of God, right? You should respect his privacy. This one that you are calling him to ask him, you said he has a wife. Why did you not go, mommy? There is one thing. You should respect the wife, because if you call him your daddy, the wife should be your mommy, either small or young or big. If you can take him as your daddy, the wife should be your mommy. She want the man of God to do her new. No, you see the man of God as your daddy, the wife should be your mommy. So if you're saying things that you're not happy, why did you not call mommy? Only nǹkan tí mo rí o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé kíní bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ daddy. Ṣé kíní tí mo gbọ́ ṣé tòótọ́ ni? Because you are going too far into his private life. You are not his wife. You are a church member. He has a wife. So if you're going too far into his private life, there is a boundary. It's just like I have my daddy now in the Lord and the way I worship. If I want to talk to him, I'll first of all call the mommy. If it is a emergency that I couldn't reach the wife, then I will call the man of God. But the wife should be my first priority to call. Because the man is the head. You don't go above the wife to the man because it's so different apart. Because the wife as well, she's a pastor. So true, the thing is trending on Facebook and you want to find out your truth, why don't you call the wife to say, this is what I heard. Can you find out from daddy this thing? The volume, sorry. Okay. I think my volume is up. Oh. Sorry, my voice is bedroom voice. I'm on my bed. Omolara, can you hear me now? Is it loud now? If you can hear me, just indicate, please, if it's loud enough. You know, if you think what you want to get your fat right, then you can find that from the wife. And you went as to be honest, I won't lie to you. I feel like you went too much. You're looking for the pastor himself. Because you said something again. You said, Daddy, you called your pastor, your prophet. You have the God to tell him, instead of you to go for the younger one, why didn't you go for me? Maybe self, the way I look at it. So, sometimes, then you'll be confessing. You don't know you're confessing. You're crying to us to hear that the man scammed you, right? You're still telling us the parts that you played, that we don't know, that you are the one that know. You are exposing yourself to us. That you say instead of the pastor to go for the pastor to go for, because Sister Akpeke was going to him looking for fruit of the womb, that he was asking that one out, and you told him on your conversation with him that, Daddy, instead of you to go for those one, why didn't you go for me? If you go for me, it will be covered. The embarrassment will not come out. So do you want to sleep with the prophet? Is that the main reason? Question mark there that you have to answer the word. Good evening, Sister me. Sister Bolanle, good evening, ma. It's a question mark there that you have to answer the word. That you said, instead of him to go for the younger one, you should have gone for it. Maybe, maybe all this problem would have stopped. Behind closed door, we, the general public, who might not know about it. Sorry, it's from your word that I'm judging you. It's what you said that I'm picking points. Because you said, you told him that, Daddy, instead of you to embarrass yourself going for this younger one, you should have asked me. Asked you for what? Did he not have a wife? So that means all you're spending, you are spending it for the man to fancy you. Sorry. That's the right word. You went into there for your own benefit. Maybe you think that maybe by the time you go there, you can be, the man will see you, admire you, and you'll be those kind of mistress to pastor. The under G mistress. Sorry, I have to use this word because I try to put the word somewhere that it will fit in. I can't really get it. So I have to use that word. Because it's not fitting into any, I don't know how to put it for you to understand me. Because there is no way you go to a pastor and you say, Daddy, that word is big. From me, I can't say it to my pastor. Pastor, instead of you to look for, why didn't you ask me? It's big for me to use. So why will you use that on somebody you call your prophet, the man you respect, the man of God that you look as a spiritual father, the man that you look as your second mini God, because the way you look at him, the way you rate him to also, if anybody go for that man, Bukola life. But the same man now, you're analyzing to the world today. Is a scammer? Is this? Is that? Is this? So you went there to hide your evil deed. You think those evil deed is gone. Facebook people, they have forgot about it. So now you want to come out. You see, One thing in this life, you can hide yourself. You can pretend to be who you're not. But no matter how long it will come out, your real self, you can't pretend for life. Your real attitude, your real humanity, your real character, you will still prevail. You show it to the world that this is what I am. Because all these things that is going on, when I look at it, this fight self does not concern you. This is a family issue between his past life, and it's a thing that this is not even a court of law that should bring it to Facebook. It's things that they can sort out behind closed door. It's not even your business because you're not his wife. So how did that become your personal issue that you took it upon yourself now, that you are saying all these things, try to say that the man is a scammer, the man is this, the man is trying to do this, the man is a rapist, is this and that. It doesn't fit into the boss. Sorry. Who is Ayomide sister? Ayomide sister, go to bed. You know, it didn't fit into the box because I tried to look at Arab sister Bukky. Jump into all this Facebook fight that you enter. 100%, you carry your hand buy market where no concern you. Because most of the thing, it didn't relate to you. Before you get yourself that even wrote list of 28 people, it's not even your business. The thing did not concern you. It's none of your, it's not your fight. And the same thing now, you got yourself now into this. This fight is not your fight. It's a personal issue. It's a family issue that both family, they can sort themselves out. And because you have your grievance, and the grievance you have is because daddy went to SOJ. That's where he shocked you. Just like, let me shock you that you use. He not shock you that he was whining with your enemy because you look at SOJ as your enemy. So because your daddy went there to do interview, that's where your problem starts. And because your problem starts, you cannot share my you know, because you cannot handle the pain. Because you just like, if he's there physically with you, you can even stab him. Because I know when you're angry, you're vibrating. You see today, your high blood pressure will rise to 180 on top of matter. We no reach matter. It go rise. You don't need all this thing. Sister Bukky, at 45, you just celebrated your 45 years. You won't be 45 and now start causing nuisance on Facebook. Because all this thing you're doing is like you're polluting, you're just disgracing yourself. After people celebrate you very well, people like try to show you love. And after it's not even up to, it's only after 45. I don't know. Eh? Say 45 even though if it is a generation cause that when you clock this age, you must be disgraced. You help yourself. You don't know that there is a lot of things that could have happened to you because you were under Genesis. A lot of people let go and let it slide. That you are now a born again. She's God. God have touched her life. She's a changed person. But still yet, you're still under. There is a lot of problem you could have brought to Genesis if that man, he's not using his brain to do some things. Long ago, you wanted to bring problem to that man. Long time ago. Even sometimes they are not coming for Genesis, you'll be updating. If you come for Genesis, I come for you. You come for my daddy, I come for you. You do this to my daddy, I do this for you. The same daddy. Thank pariwo. Thank so fun gbogbo aye pe is your daddy o. En tó bá wá sọ́dọ̀ daddy. En tó bá even say to the extent if I remember when Sister Tolulope Abike Jagaban, Queen Eji, when she went to the church, my sister, my Ondo sister. When she went to Nigeria, you say if she spend more than 1 hour there, you send the killer assassinate to kill her there too, to pour her acid. How will she go to your daddy? When you were busy bringing daddy, they didn't notice him now. Now they want to go to daddy and pray. See, church is for general. Church is not for personal use. Church, even armed robber is welcome. Higher killer is welcome. Higher assassinate is welcome. Anybody, the highest sin of this world, they are all welcome to the house of God, because that's where you can get your freedom. That's where you can ask for forgiveness. That's where when you ask, your sin shall be forgiven. The same way when you did those things, then you went to God, you asked for your forgiveness because you said you didn't know what came over you. You were used, you were pushed. But this thing that you are doing now, does it mean that God wants to bring you out to disgrace you? Because you're being disgraced. It's better you stop. This fame of blackmailing, it won't get anybody anywhere. Rather, the stigma will be on your name wherever you go. Anywhere you go to, that stain will be there. Your children, wherever they go, they'll say, you don't know this woman. Now you try to bring Genesis down one time. That stain will always be there. That stain will be like, you don't know him. He writes a 28 list, so make them kill all of them. You know? Sorry, hold on 1 minute. 1 minute, please. 1 second, please, hold on. Sorry for keeping you guys. Sorry. My daughter just wake up. I just have to check on her. You know, whatever thing we do in this life, we'll get the repercussion. If you live a good life, it will come after you. After your children, after your generation, you'll still be sowing what you reap. You told us that, sometimes you forget how things happen. Some of us that we are silent watcher, watching Facebook, we kind of watch and we don't comment, because Facebook is a place that when you comment, they will take your comment and they will start bullying you. You brought Genesis out immediately after the list of 28 people that you wanted to take to Babalawo to kill came out. Shortly after that, when the list was trending on Facebook, you now came up with Genesis is my father. Genesis is the only thing you could preach then, just to cover up all these things, was Genesis. All over your page, all over social media, you were singing praises of him, even if anybody... Yeah, let me put it for you. If anybody come, you say, no, Genesis is this, Genesis is my father, I don't want him. I don't want anybody to come for my dad. He's my dad, he's my God, he's my this. But the same Genesis, you were singing his praises to us. Now, the same Genesis now is a scammer. Now, the same Genesis now, he is using people. He's sleeping with people in his office. Okay, let me remind you again. You said you were paying, you were paying 100,000 every month. You stopped paying that money when you wait for his birthday. So when you went for his birthday, that you find out that what you were looking for, you didn't get it. That's when you stop. And you didn't come out on Facebook to say he's a scammer then, because you were still hoping for better things. From your word, there is a lot of, you said it and you cover up the story again. When you give us story, before you go to the next story, you will now look for another thing to cover the story again, because you said you stopped paying that money and it didn't force you. So that's not scam. Scam is something you do under duress. When you do something willingly that nobody forced you to do it, it was based on your own happiness that you want to sow into the house of God, you were doing it. And you stopped doing it when you attended Genesis' birthday in Nigeria. That means that's when you find out that what your aim of doing those things, you cannot achieve it. And you also said that when he came to London, I remember that after Genesis, I think before he came to London, some people said you were telling people to contribute money for his coming. Genesis debunked that thing to say he's not asking anybody to contribute money for his coming. If those of you that remember this, please indicate. If you still remember the story very well, when Genesis was about to come to London and Sister Bukky, I think she had a group that they were contributing money, and Genesis was debunking that money aspect to say he did not ask anybody to. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't have any group. And it was same you that said, oh, it wasn't Genesis that sent you. It was you personally. We were thinking that by doing that, you support his coming and everything. Like, you know? So now you are telling us that when Genesis came, he said he needs spending money. You gave him 500. You introduced one of your sister, that one too, the same 500 that you paid, that one now pay 500. Did Genesis force any of you to give him money? That he was coming, he didn't have money, you must give me this money? Or willingly, you want to prove that you are a big girl in abroad, you can afford it? Because even some people sow a seed to church, over 1,000, over 500. Nobody come to sing the praises. How it's your choice if you want to do it. I remember there was a time like 3 years ago, there's one Pastor Emmanuel from London. He came and he was saying, if you want to sow this seed, come out. 1,005, come out. 200, come out. When you get to my turn that I can afford what I can sow, I don't want to prove to the world because it's a pastor. People are standing up for 1,000. I stand up. If I don't have it, I don't have to do it. So if pastor tell you that he's coming to London, I need spending money. Maybe it's because of the relationship both of you have started having, the way you discuss with him, the way he's free to talk to you. That's why you could say like, mommy, mo ń bọ̀ London, I told you me to my day. Gbogbo slang yẹn, téèyàn bá jẹ́ Yorùbá, mi à ń ṣọmọ Yorùbá, but gbogbo normal slang ni. Mo ń bọ̀ lọ ní side ọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn, máa tọ́jú mi o tí má ti dé. Ìwọ náà dẹ̀ sọ pé daddy, I'm gonna try best one only. He didn't force you. It was your own choice. You decided that, okay, daddy say he's coming. I want to shock him. You gave 500. Because you are making us now to believe that the man rip you off, the man scam you. He didn't scam you. Most of this money you spend, it's out of your own choice. He didn't push you. He didn't say, Sister Bukky, you must pay this money. If you don't do it, this will happen. No. It's the same way you say she has a Sister Akpeke to buy a trailer of cement. That one, see, maybe she cannot afford it to challenge her God. She decided to go on her knee and pray to her God, and her God blessed her. Do you understand? So, pastors, they are not God. They are human. They are human. So the moment you get that fact right, you won't be personally hurt the way you are hurt today. The man of God did not rip you off. He did not scam you. It's your choice. You decided to give him. You decided to bless him because you were getting blessing from him as of the time. Except those personal interests that you have, when you didn't get it, you became angry. You know, sometimes, if you fancy somebody, maybe the person didn't look at you that you fancy him. You might fancy somebody, this person, they like him. Maybe you start hearing the underground, that the man, they fancy young people, and you think that you go find the man, no come, tassy, and look and say, So maybe all those people say that are telling you they are alive, because if actually this man is what you say they are, he could have told you since that Sister Bukky, now. He will say it to you now. No, you were with him for 3 years. And he didn't take advantage of that to say, because you're vulnerable, buying him gift, showing him all those love. He won't give you any sign. Because out of your pain there was no sign. There was no sign. There was no sign. You were just doing it based on your own, trying hard to do this, trying hard to please him. It's like you're doing it because you think you're pleasing him, but all your effort was not coming out. And you feel hurt. Let's be realistic to ourselves. If you take those things like it's the personal thing, like I want this, I want that. And okay, from your conversation, even the people you're giving number to him, as not be man of God, you call him. Is he your husband? If another person take number to call man of God, why will you be hurt? Why will you be jealous about it if there is no emotional attached to it? Because those things are your pain from your conversation, from what you've told us today, that the collect number, even when you say this person, this happened, you were not expecting, say, for me number, you were hot. And you could not tell the man of God that, Daddy, me offer for you number, am I worried? Because you want to have him to yourself. You want to keep him to yourself. You want to have the personal interest to yourself. So you are not doing the man of God aspect of, because if you look at somebody as a man of God to you, there is boundary. There should be respect. There is boundary. He has a wife. You should not be too familiar with him more than the wife. If you are a single girl, so you should be scared to say, I don't want a mommy to feel somehow. The woman should be your closest pal, his wife. Anybody that is close to a man of God and you want to be close to the man of God more than the wife, you have a special interest. Do you want to sleep with the man? Do you understand? So if you have special interest, that's when you became angry that the man of God is not dancing to what you're looking for. Because if you're looking for a man of God and that man of God is married and you're leaving the wife above, you're calling that man of God, and Daddy Monique King, Daddy, how you doing? Have you eaten? Daddy Shawa, Daddy Monique King, if you buy whether you easy. She Daddy Oni Awoni. You see, you want to come into a man of God life that is married. You are interfering into his marriage. You shouldn't be too familiar with man of God like that. That close relationship was too much, Sister Bukky. It was too much. And everybody could see it even before now that, which can, daddy. Have you ever had daddy in your own life before? So now you coming to tell us this story. Some of us who have seen this thing coming since, we are not surprised. Because you were too attached, you were jealous of even any. Let's assume now that daddy go to, maybe I will use Sister AJ as an example. She go to daddy platform now, and daddy, she say, oh, daddy now see her comment and say, happy birthday, daughter. You feel offended. Because you have personal jealous interest, personal relationship, not looking at him that he's a man of God, he's a general father to the whole world, he can father anybody, he can choose anybody to be his daughter. There is no boundary to love. No, I'm using Sister Bukky because we are all sisters in the Lord. You know, I have to because we just have to be honest. He is calling prophet Genesis. I'm like, really? So fast. My daddy is now my daddy is now Genesis. No, it's not. It is not even calling him Genesis. You know, Oladele. You know, he's just calling the man's name like their age mates. If there is no personal relationship, will you be able to just call his name like that? When you call somebody your spiritual godfather, and just from nowhere, the man and turn to like rag before you. Haba. Kí ló ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo ló ṣẹ̀? Pé wọ́n sọ pé ó bímọ, kò tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀. Kò ṣe pé kò tọ́jú ọmọ, wọ́n ní owó tó ń fún ọmọ yẹn pé ó kéré. Ẹ wá gbé sórí. Ṣé ẹ rí ẹ̀? Gbogbo wa tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Facebook tá wà lénìí, gbogbo wa la ní past, we all have past. Kò síyàn tó perfect. Nítorí pé òun jọ alàgbà tó jẹ́ man of God, ìyẹn ò ní pé kò ní fault títí ẹ̀, kò ní shortcome títí ẹ̀. The earlier tá a fi accept pé téèyàn bá jẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run, èèyàn náà ni. Tó ó dà pé kéèyàn wọ fẹ́ lọ rí alàgbà, ó fẹ́ lọ gbàdúrà, kó o dẹ̀ wá aṣọ, kí o wọ búrà kí gbogbo ọmọ ẹ̀ wà ń tà. Ó dẹ̀ ní pé kálàgbà má wò. Ẹran ara nínà. Anything lè happen, ó tó bá lọ time tiẹ̀, wá forí gbé nǹkan tó wá lọ́bẹ̀ náà ni. So sometimes, if you don't want to be victim of this kind of thing, Whereas your own situation, Sister Bukky, you are not a victim. You look for it. You want to be known. You want to be like you're in charge. You even want the man to notice you more than his wife from all your explanation. You want the man to see you as the same right the wife have. You want to even have right more than the wife. Because even that question you said you called him to ask him, Shebi Mosita, and question, you know, your spiritual father, not even your husband. O gbọ́ pé wọ́n ló bímọ, o dẹ̀ gbé fóònù, o dẹ̀ lè pè ìyàwó kó sọ pé mọ́mì ó mà ní nǹkan tí mo gbọ́, mo wà ní ṣọ́ọ̀kì, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà kíní torí pé ìfẹ́ tí mo ní títí dádì mi ò fẹ́ kó orúkọ wọn bàjẹ́. Mo mọ nǹkan tójú mi rí nígbà tí mo ní wàhálà díẹ̀ lórí Facebook ni mo fi ń sọ báyìí. You know, pretend. But you see, you were carried away because of this, the motive behind the love you had for him. You know, sometimes, téèyàn bá ti ń ro nǹkan, ìgbà míì, téèyàn ò bá ti rò bóyá òun smart, tí ò bá play game ẹ̀ dáadáa, game yẹn máa dàjọ́ lórí ni. There is some game, but they tell pé obìnrin wá wà on street, ẹ̀yin máa play gamble nǹkan, ẹ̀yin máa wò pé ó dà pé ní ìgbà tí tèmi jọ. Jẹ́ ń ṣe bí pé ọmọ ọkọ tó owó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, jẹ́ ń lówó yẹn díẹ̀, jẹ́ ń flash ẹ̀ fún. Ìmí lè gọ́ sí, ìmí lè fọ́, ìmí lè ní pride. Kó wo owó ẹ̀ wà tó owó ẹ̀ mi ò máa rí ẹ̀. You get me? Because gbogbo fact tí à ń rí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń ṣàlàyé fún wa. Èmi ò tí ì rí evidence. Ṣé rí evidence tẹ̀yin gan wá yẹn? Àwa náà ń wá evidence because gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa pé bàbá alàgbà Genesis ṣe yẹn. Èmi kí n tó lè wà convince pé ó ṣe lóòótọ́. I need the evidence láti prove it, otherwise gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rò lè ní tẹ̀ ṣe chat tí over 3 million people are watching. To be honest, I'm not moved. I'm not convinced. And if you take that your proof to court of law, you will lose. Because those are not facts. I can come out now and say, Genesis, ó sọ pé òun fẹ́ mi, mo bá sọ̀rọ̀, mo ṣe kíní kan, mo ṣe gbá, mo ṣàwo. Èmi mo ní ẹnu mi, mo lè sọ nǹkan tí n bá fẹ́ sọ. Nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn bá fẹ́ gbọ́ náà ni mò ń sọ fún àwọn ayé. But if proof bá ti wà, àṣẹ fún conversation ni, tí má ti ń sọ, máa prove ẹ̀, máa forúkọ ẹ̀, máa fi nọ́mbà ẹ̀ pé báyìí láti jọjọ ní nǹkan mọ̀. Ṣé I understand? So, without those facts, kò sí. Because pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa yìí, let's be honest, there is no facts. Ìtara, jealousy, heavy, olóbadé. Jealousy, heavy. Jealousy, lóbadé. Ìtara pé wọ́n lọ ṣe interview pẹ̀lú SOJ. Ibẹ̀ ni ìbínú yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ká ní pé wọ́n ṣe interview pẹ̀lú SOJ, ìbínú yìí ò bá dé. This same man o, pẹ̀lú gbogbo bí ó ṣe ṣe yẹn, ó sì celebrate yẹn lọ́jọ́ birthday. That's to show that he is a real man of God. He doesn't look at your shortcomings, still like, ṣebí ọmọ ni, ọmọdé ló ń ṣe. He celebrated you on his wall. He wished you happy birthday. And you say, my daddy, nobody, and you like, you're not even remorse about things you say. You were online now talking about badly about him, saying all sorts of things. Scammer washing. The same person take me, ayé le o. Wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé tẹ́ ògo yẹn bá ti ń tọ̀, ẹni tó bá súnmọ́ ọ̀nà náà lè ṣù máa ń lò ló kó fẹ́ fi tẹ ògo yẹn mọ́lẹ̀. But tó bá gbàgbára Ọlọ́run bá ti kọjá, tó bá gbàgbára Ọlọ́run bá ti ju èṣù lọ. That's why now you are feeling threat pé man yẹn throw shed, pé gbogbo shed tó throw yẹn tí ò bá stop ẹ̀. Because everything tí man yẹn bá ti ń sọ, you read meaning to it now. Because you didn't succeed in what you're looking for. Even though if he's preaching, his normal preaching, doing prayer as usual, which I have not seen anything different from his prayer, the way he used to pray. But now you are reading meaning to any prayer he pray. Oh, he's trying to... If he doesn't bring the video down, that means you're not going to stop.
Don't worry, Mrs. Fish. You'll soon be back with your friends.
All these people you are calling them now, trying to bring to Facebook disgrace. do you think they will come to back you up? If not me, you call my name, and I know say this thing a nuisance, you won't concourse, I'm not gonna answer you. If anybody that you call her name into this rubbish, into this dirty, will not come out like, what she say is true. That means the person too is mad. You know? And another thing now, you will say you will go for anybody that will update for you. You brought the issue to Facebook. Did you not bring it for everybody to analyze? If you know you don't want people to talk about you, why did you bring it to Facebook? Is Facebook court of law? Facebook is like a marketplace. Anybody where you see what you like, you pick and you talk about them. And you cannot shut people mouth because already the matter is already on Facebook. So anybody will pick the topic and trade. So that means you'll be ready to fight a lot of people. You'll be ready to, your blood pressure will rise because a lot of people will talk about it. And a lot of people will talk about it from their own opinion and how they feel. You have your opinion to yourself. People have their opinion to themselves. Yes, now, nítorí pé Bala ṣe interview yẹn ló ń kọ sí gbogbo wàhálà. That's the truth now. They're just speaking on the man. He's human. He came to defend himself. Tábà ní pé èèyàn jalè tó dẹ̀ fi pé nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ ń pa mí o kò right ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ anybody ló lè pè náà. Anybody ló lè pè ó dẹ̀ ṣe pé yẹn ó dẹ̀ ti dáhùn ó dẹ̀ ti explain ara ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ ti explain ara ẹ̀ bó ṣe feel nìyẹn. You know, for you now looking at it that for you looking at it. For you looking at it that he's eating with, he's going to my enemy, he's doing this, he's doing that. No, he's wrong. Because he's free to say his own mind. You people have been blasting him, talking about this issue. So if he go on any platform to explain himself, stop. If he go on any platform to explain himself, he has the right. Just like you came on timeline and telling us what we want to hear today. So you have your right, and everybody have their own opinion. You know? So everybody cannot be in support of what you think. You told us your own part of story. I cannot be in support of what you said. Maybe from your own story, I pick one of to a few points. You understand? I picked points from what you say, and from your own point, that's why I'm analyzing it. This point that you make out is not clear, because you can't say the man he said he doesn't have money to spend. You gave 500. Another person you gave number gave him 500. Blah blah blah. All those things is not necessary. If you have problem with a man of God that you call your spiritual father, sort it out behind closed door. Sort it out. Don't bring it to Facebook. What you're doing now is like trying to tarnish his image, trying to bring his personality down, trying to bring him to the world that he's not what you said he is. And this is somebody you have been singing his praises for over 3 years. If you bring him down, what will you gain? And do you think you can bring him down? Let me, like the way you say you want to shock. Let me shock you. You see, when you talk about him, you give him people more awareness about him. They want to go and check out. They want to see the kind of person he is, and they'll find out by themselves. Most people now that have not been watching him, but because you've talked about him, they want to watch him. They want to see him. They want to see how he preached. They want to see if he's truly a man of God. But before, maybe no people don't even know him like that, but because of this scandal, they will look for him. I remember 3 years ago, there was another pastor in Nigeria that even that one was even worse than this. That one even went as far as showing us a Skype call. They did Photoshop for the Skype call and everything. She flew from Canada to say she went to Nigeria. She even said the man did abortion for her 2 times. But at the end of the day, what happened? She still came out to the world to say, she was paid. Sister Bukky, okay, what about this thing go round, and tomorrow truth start revealing that most of these things is not true? How will you face the war? As a single mom, who is still looking for favor from God, How will you be able to tell the world? Are you going to be sober? Are you going to be happy that, oh, you tried to do this and you didn't succeed? Because you're not going to succeed. The man is going higher every day by day. I was in his service tonight. People are still sharing, supporting him, praying for whatever need they want. Because if you go to a platform, you always go to pray. The man of God is praying, he's giving us prayer points. So you not pray with your heart. It's not you. If anybody want to look for him and look for his personal, whatever anybody say from there, he take it. He's allowed to call man of God for prayer. But don't be too impulsive. You went too far. You are even lucky that the wife is even a good woman. Some wife will cry out before this. That means the woman have to relate a lot of things for those years. Some women will cry out. I don't understand this kind of relationship between you and my husband. Because you want to take the husband as your best friend, as your father, and the woman is not relevant to you. Because all your phone conversation, and you have not even said that you called the woman for one. Most of the time you call daddy. And daddy will be the one to tell you, mommy is here. It's wrong. They are pastors. They are men of God. They are prophets. They are not God. If you read them as your mini God, then that is where you get it wrong. Because then too, they are human. They are about to make mistake. They are not perfect. Listen, let me tell you, church is for you to go and listen to the word of God. It's for you to pick the word that is necessary to you, that you can learn and make use of the point. It's not for you to worship the man of God. It's not for you to see the man of God like your father. It's not for you to take the man of God as your personal, whatever thing you have in life is the man of God. No. Man of God, sometimes they pray along with you to support you emotionally, encourage you. You are not to carry them on your head like your father. Some people worship man of God even more than their own father. They praise them even over the way they take the man of God. Even their father self, they will disrespect their dad. They will respect man of God. And those things is affecting some home today. Because husband will be giving out, you will not be able to cook nice food in the house. You say you want to go and help pastor to clean house. You want to go and help pastor to cook. You want to go. Those things are still happening in Nigeria. We are blaming those people that don't have knowledge. And you are in Europe. You are enlightened. You know what it takes. You know boundary. You know respect. You know, like, I don't get it. So you're crying to the world now that they scam you. Nobody scammed you. I call those tears, crocodile tears. It's just like you're trying to get sympathy from the world. So the earlier you try and retrace your step and stop these things, because you're just creating more enemies, more bad names for yourself as a single mom. You're giving people bad impression about yourself. People that try to see that, oh, do you know how people look at you when they say you write 28 names and you said you want all of them dead? 28 names. And this man covered that shame for you. Allow you to even put his name as... people were like, Daddy, don't let this girl. She's a killer. She wrote... I remember some people were busy going to Daddy's platform then. When he's doing his service, they will comment, Bukky Jesse is the devil. She's write people's name to kill. They were trying to bring the man attention. Damn. So how do you want the man to see those things today? Because he do as if he didn't see it. He behave as if that's your past. A sinner can be a changed person. And the same thing now you're doing now. The same thing you're doing. That's the evil part in you that is pushing you have not stopped. You need God intervention in your life. If it is temperamental that is disturbing you, that you are so temperamental that you cannot handle your temper, pray for God to calm you down. Because as a human, you can be angry, but your anger should have limitation. You should not go too far. All the things you said tonight is not necessary. It's things that on a normal day, you decided to do it. with your own hope, heart, hoping for whatever intention you had. Nobody knew. So we shouldn't be informed about this thing because you did it for almost 3 years and you were happy doing it. And you even went to Nigeria. You were in their house taking video. You were in the sitting room. You were part of them like family. So if you can do this and you were whining with them like family, that means you're dangerous. Because you went to those people's home. If you know he's not the right person and you went to their home whining with them, whining with their children, and you can come up with this far. Haba. That means God have saved the man. That means you yourself, you're dangerous. You see, this is what we say, that a jealous person is a devil. Because when somebody have that jealous spirit in him or her, the person can go as far to even poison you by drink, by anything. Let's assume that you are even in Nigeria, that you see him physically. If you can do this, that means you can do the worst.
We're going to my granny and grandpa's for lunch. We're going to
I remember then that this woman was even going to the church, Fumi Beauty World. You try to push that woman out of the way to take charge of father. You know, there's a lot of people that know the pastor, the pastor them. There's a lot of people that know him then. But because of you were so in front, like, oh, you are the daughter now. Genesis is my father. Genesis is my father. Every day you come up, this is my dad. Everybody was like, wow. It's good to have a godfather. It's good to have somebody you look upon like your father, but you should have respect and boundary for them. Now you're coming to bring man of God down, and you said, as you yourself, you're a celestial. Is that how they operate in celestial? And now you're saying, oh, the way he behaved is not. You even go as far to say he talked bad about the other celestial pastor in London there. What are you trying to gain? What are you trying to gain? Trying to cause confusion between man of God.
There's the main road again.
What are you trying to gain? My sister, retrace yourself. Otherwise, you will have a lot of enemy. You will have a lot of people that will be like, this girl, she's not a good person.
Lunch is ready.
And most important of all,
Eh?
the potatoes are done. Lunch is ready, but Pepper and her family are still...
Yeah. You know, all the things you've done now will be coming to memory now on Facebook. People will be bringing it out. Because now you're coming back. Now all your dirty things that they have helped you to sweep under the carpet will be coming out.
Very slowly.
Because if you want to bring people down, people too will be ready to bring your dirty thing out.
Still in the traffic jam.
Poor dears. The food is going.
You know, all this thing is not necessary.
An idea.
You're trying to look for mommy and mommy. You say you hate me because of what I do. The same mommy that you were saying, mommy, you do. She's the one that sent me. Now you're trying to bring all those people into this dirty thing, just to support you, to make sure you succeed in what you want to do.
There's Granny and Grandpa.
Need the gbogbo kini. We don't need it. We don't need to try and damage people's image to be what we want to be. We don't need to destroy people to be who we want to be. You don't need to bring people down to be who you want to be. If God wants to lift you up, God will lift you up. That's why I keep saying that. See, all these years, if you even watch, all these years, I remember then when Facebook was very, very hot. When Nabike wants to do her birthday, then you threaten that you're going to go there, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You're going to have sent boys. They're going to kill her there. They're going to do all those things. Do you think people have forgotten? You'll be the one to threaten with the Ibon.
Pepper and George are just finishing the...
You have your boys. You make sure they will do this.
Oh, sorry.
You say, I'm a parawasibeni. You are too temperamental. Calm down.
Can we play in the garden?
But it's almost your bedtime.
Can we play outside?
Because when you start all these things, and this thing is going to bring all those your bad memory that people have tried to let go, it's going to bring everything back. And when you bring everything back, you will not like yourself. At 45, do you want to do this up to your 50? Look at the way your birthday was celebrated. You should have just let everything die low.
Pepper and George are wearing their boots. They are going to jump up and
You
down
know,
in muddy.
you should have just let everything die low.
Pepper loves jumping up and down in muddy.
Omega Ministry, when they try to bring him down, he's still standing. They try harder to, his own went as far as court. He's still standing. See, check from the previous people who have tried to bring man of God down. Where are they today? Those people who try harder to bring men of God, what is happening to their life today?
Daddy, Mummy.
Is their life better? Is their life progressing?
Can't we just play?
Or after all the scandal, what's happening to them? Ṣé wọ́n gbórí wọn pamọ́ ni? Ṣé àwọn tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí scandal àwọn pastor yẹn after the scandal kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ayé wọn? Ṣé ìgbésí ayé wọn máa ń dáa ni? Ṣé ó máa ń tòrò? Àbí ó máa ń bàjẹ́ sí i? You are a matured lady. You should be able to sit down. And you are a healthcare worker. So you should be able to use your experience to look at what you're doing to yourself. You're doing more damage, more harm to yourself. You have sleepless nights over things that is not important. If you actually work hard for your money, use your money well. Don't take pastor as your God. So that when you invest too much, because with all this thing you're saying, to be honest, I think you want to have a personal relationship with him. Because with whatever thing you have analyzed to us, there is no fact that the man scammed you. He didn't scam you. It was based on interest you invested. Would that be gamble ni 50-50 ni? To ba gamble, either you win or you lose.
When Pepper goes to bed, she always has her teddy tucked up with her. When George goes
If you gamble, it's either you lose or you win. So if your gamble didn't work, if you didn't calculate it well, maybe next time if you want to gamble things like this, you strike very well because you have to be a smart player.
Daddy Pig will read you one story. Which book do
You have to be a smart player. And some man of God, you see them yopi. It's not because they are yopi outside. Maybe they are inside. They are different. Because you say to us that, the way we see him very humble, inside is not like that. Maybe the humble you think you can get him so easy. And you try, you see that it's not easy. Some people can be humble. But inside them, they are disciplined.
Why?
There is humble, there is discipline. Some people can be yopi, looking like, oh, if I enter this place, I go figure that. No. I see him as a yopi pastor who know what it is. He's a modern, he's trying to make his church a modern church. He doesn't want to make it look like you are money, you come to church, you have to be happy. Fine. It doesn't mean that he's soft. That somebody can easily get. From what you've explained to us, that is what happened. Because if you see Alagba Genesis, he looks so soft. I'm like, oh my God, this man can give you his eye. But he is disciplined as well. So if he's not disciplined, maybe all these things wouldn't have happened. Maybe by now you could have get his full record where he's naked. So discipline sometimes helps. You know, all these things help. Sometimes it's good for a man to be disciplined. Because if a man is not disciplined, women will be the one to pull you. Some women are Jezebel. Some women are devil. If they enter your life until they destroy you, they won't come out of your life. Some women, sorry to say, some women are agents of devil. The devil used them to cause destruction, to cause havoc. So once they go there, if they didn't succeed, you see them backing. So there's some women that if you let them into your life will ruin forever. How come? This is another account now. This is number 2. People that call my father. This is number 2 now. When you people come on Facebook, you tell us your spiritual father. The next thing, spiritual father will turn to another thing. Please, we are tired of you having spiritual father on Facebook. If you want to be on Facebook, Franca, be on Facebook. Leave men of God out of it. Let them do their spiritual work. Let them do the work God called them for. Stop distracting them from the work of God. If you want to do your Facebook saga, do your Facebook saga. Leave the men of God out of it. Don't use them as your cover face. Because as using them as cover face, you guys will go and bring them into saga that is not of their business, trying to bring their ministry down. You run to them, take them to be your spiritual father. Tomorrow you run out and start destroying their ministry, destroying what they have suffered for. That when they started, you yourself, you are not there. You don't know how the foundation was built.
George has jumped as far as he can.
And now it's Richard Rabbit's turn.
You know? So stop running under churches to cover your destiny, to cover your evil. And then when you are there, after your evil, they cover your evil, and after you feel that the evil have died, then you don't come out, you not be a devil paste on the ministry.
George, remember, it's not the winning that matters.
So if you want to be in Facebook frankers, face the frank and start doing the nuisance you want to be on Facebook, and leave the men of God out of it. You can be on your Facebook franker, fight whatever. Leave man of God. Don't take them as your spiritual father. Don't add their name to your name. Leave them. Let them stand alone. They are doing the work of God. Okay, you know that I said they're scamming. All this money that you say you are giving to Genesis, you know Genesis is a big church. It doesn't even need your money. Why did you not help the less privileged people? You have been going to Nigeria. How many people have you empowered? There's people suffering in Nigeria. You're giving this, you're giving that to a man of God that you said if he is okay. It's good to gift your pastor. But there's people who are suffering, who need the help. If you feel he's not the right one for you. So it's the earlier we realize that pastors, they are human, they are not God. And they're about to make mistake. You know, the better for all of us, let's stop. Stop going under churches to hide. Stop going under churches to hide. When you commit your atrocity, you commit all your evil, threatening to keep people with AK-47 and all that, threatening to take people's name to herbalists, threatening all your evil deed, then you run to church. And when, after you go and find out, you be as if you are an angel to the church, you try and be in their midst. When you know a little bit about the church, you come. You start fighting God. If you are fighting church, you are fighting God. You don't know? Because it's the house of God. You are not fighting the man of God alone. You are fighting the ministry. You are fighting the member. You are fighting God. Thanks, my darling. You are fighting God. Because if you think you are fighting the pastor, no. If you are attacking pastor, you are attacking the ministry. You are fighting the member. If they have 12,000 members, the 12,000 members will be against you. You might be succeeding. You may be succeeding in the, diverting like 50 members from the 5,000. You know, you might be succeeded. You divert like 50 who are not strong enough. Because when the evil people want to operate, they will still carry some evil people that I see in their midst, in the church, hiding under church. They will still succeed in carrying those along with them to fight the man of God, to try to bring the man of God down. That's when you know how they operate. They will go to church, they will start saying things. Look, imagine, you say, all the people, she Soroni, she Abi, she Genesis, she Oladele to ekpe, àwọn tó máa wá fún deliverance, agbon mo ma sukunta, mo ma bá wọn sùn. She fẹ́ Soroni. This is ẹni tí o pè ní bàbá. Somebody you call your father, you now say when he's doing deliverance that people, the usher will hold the children. The pastor will be sleeping with the people that came for deliverance inside the church. And this thing, you know, this secret things, and you're still calling the person your daddy. It's not that he did an interview with this social person. Joban Pudani now. You know, it's very, very wrong. Let's try and amend our way and stop trying to bring man of God and try to. The earlier we adjust our way, the better. So we should just try, and even though if you want to be on Facebook to fight or to do anything, man of God is not an option. It's not nice for you to try and bring man of God down, because you're not going to benefit anything. And when the karma will come upon you, you'll be like, kini mo se o, tani mo se. You won't know that it's causes from all the members who try to be against you when you are trying to put the house of God down. Maybe people who have been beneficiary from this church now will come for you, will be praying. Ẹni tó bá fún Genesis ní stress, tí ó bá fún ní ìsinmi ọkọ Ọlọ́run bá mi fún ní stress padà. So the stress will not come back to you. They will be back to sender, revising the course. All the courses will be coming on your head. So the earlier you stop and stop doing these things you're doing, because you are destroying your name, your family name, and your children, if you have children, it's going to affect them. You don't need it. You don't need it. And this is my advice for you, Sister Bukky Jesse. Alagidi Ilaje. You say Ilaje kò ń gbà ogun. There is still good Ilaje. All Ilaje are not bad. Ilaje are not bad people. They are good ones. But the way you are going, you'll be proud that you are Ilaje. You are spoiling the Ilaje name by doing all these things. So Ilaje people too, they are not bad. So my sister, God bless you all as you watch. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, sister. But I have to go now. My daughter is awake because of this, so I have to go. Thanks very much. God bless you. Bye for now.